And now, insurance-minded speeches from Geico.
Hardship. My grandmother would go through it every month to pay her insurance bill. First, she would handwrite a paper check, in cursive. Then, using her own tongue, she would wet a stamp for an envelope. Today, however, we need not weary our hands and tongues. Today, we can pay our Geico bill with the Geico app. Away with hardship, in with bill pay on the Geico app. Thank you.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio in high fidelity.
Jimmy Mack is a renowned medical intuitive and spiritual life coach who has taken, completed, and even mastered a variety of healing modalities. After a near-death experience, he was shown and developed a simpler way to create healing and profound changes, now known as My Liquid Fish. He works with clients in person, on the phone, and over Skype worldwide, accessing energetic powers and co-creating changes that you can actually feel. Call in now to reserve your spot on the switchboard. The call-in number is 713-955-0594. Press 1 if you would like to ask Jimmy Mack a question. Enjoy this 1 hour of profound healing.
Hey everybody, it's Jimmy Mack coming to you live from Clearwater, Florida. Hopefully everybody's doing well. It's actually cooled off here. That's what my mother might call quite nice. So we're happy about that. We know what we're heading into, folks, which is, of course, the Sahara Desert in the middle of a swamp somewhere, and that's called our summer. Summer's coming and summer's here. That's about our seasons, as you can well imagine. So quite funny. We're on the west coast of Florida near Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, and but it's always living the dream in paradise. That's why I wear Hawaiian shirts every single day of my life, to which some people roll their eyes, and that's okay. I'm going to be on a permanent vacation the rest of my life, folks. So it's all good, and we're happy you're joining us here live today. We make every effort to have on different intuitives every week, and if there's any changes at all, Reverend Tiffany, White Sage Woman, can jump in at any time, who is also our sweet, loving den mother and producer of all the shows. There's about 15 of us or so in the network of shows that are similar to mine, so you're going to want to check those out at some point at Goldilocks Productions. And we, of course, are on Spreaker Radio. We're working on getting into iHeart and a bunch of other things. If you're new to the show, reach out, info at, JimmyMackHealing.com. And if you send us an email, we'll send you out all kinds of information. There's ebooks in there, audio MP3s, there's videos, there's diagrams on how to do My Liquid Fish, which is my healing modality that Spirit gave to me. And that's myliquidfish.com, change made simple. So you can reach out for that as well. Got a lot of great stuff coming up. Hard to believe next week will be May. Can you believe it? It's just flying by, folks. So, never a dull moment. Next Tuesday, we have scheduled Jeremy Ridden, and he is an intuitive and life coach. I really enjoy him. He was evangelical preacher at one point, so he's really excited about life, and I always enjoy having him on the show. Coming up after that, and we're still in Mercury retrograde, so if there's any slip-ups today, you'll know why. May 9th is Michelle Bowen. She's out of Newcastle, New South Wales. And, of course, we'll verify with all these people prior to the show starting, of course. And then the 16th will be Kim Camellia. And she's psychic, oracle, medium, astrologer, House of Sakina. It's KimLoveMuse.com. 23rd, we have Sandra Sullivan, who is also an intuitive reader out of the Carolinas. And she co-created a meditational CD with the music of Richard Shulman. So kind of interesting. A lot of good folks coming up. And then the last Tuesday of May, we'll have again Reverend Debbie Dean Spear, who is our trans medium specializing in speaking with loved ones from spirit. So that's always a fun show, and we enjoy that. She is actually on the other coast today, Reverend Tiffany, just so you know, and she's supposed to give me a call in. She actually is doing, y'all will find this so interesting as I do. She's working with one of those trans mediums that does the physical medium work. If you can fathom this, folks, it's in a dimly lit room. You actually see the trumpets, the ectoplasma, stuff appears out of nowhere, falling from the sky kind of stuff. So that's really hugely what she's interested in. And of course, mastering, and this particular gentleman, I believe, is out of England. So that's where she is appearing and working on that as well. But excuse me, and it's all the stir up of the allergies, and of course the springtime here in Florida, never a dull moment, and but everything else is good to go. So no worries, Reverend Tiffany, if she doesn't call in for any reason. I know she's probably tied up or tied to a chair, or watching the guy that's tied to the chair. Imagine him blindfolded and tied up, and still stuff's appearing on the table out of the blue, out of the ether. So how cool is that, folks? I just love it. And what a dream. We still got retrograde, Mercury retrograde, if you're unfamiliar with that. Doesn't end until, I believe, the end of next week. And astrologically, it's just a miscommunication time and a big mess time, really, for what's going on with folks. There's a lot of miscommunication, and people say, oh, I'll be there at 5 p.m. Tuesday, and it's Monday, so you're thinking it's the next day, 5 p.m. Tuesday, and they mean that it's next Tuesday, 5 p.m. So you never know what you're going to get. It's one of those things. And please call in if you're looking for readings, of course, healings, that sort of thing. Give us a call. If you're listening and on hold, that's fine too. Again, the number is 713-955-0594. And so be sure and press 1 if you want to get on and get a message or a reading. Hey, Reverend Tiffany, you know what we'll do is we'll just have you and I on, and if Debbie calls in, that's great. We'll switch over with her as well. If you're okay with that, that would be fantastic, and that way we can yuck it up at least until she arrives, and we will continue on from there. Anyway, you definitely want to reach out to me, info@jimmymackhealing.com. Got a lot of audio MP3s, also a lot of books that will help you as far as spiritually, intuitively, and really stirring things up, folks, as far as all that goes. And, everything else is really cranking up. As we come out of retrograde, we've got a lot of new programs that are coming about. It's going to be My Liquid Fish for completion, certificate of completion for those of you who'd like to work on yourself and family and friends. That's fine. Course with us online for that. It's going to have a lot of audios and videos and things to read, write, watch, listen to. And then, of course, I will help you make sure you have a basic understanding of My Liquid Fish and how to change things. The second level we're going to have is, of course, for practitioners, and that's certification practitioner level, and that's for people that already have their own private practice. It can be a physician, it might be a massage therapist, already a life coach, have either an office somewhere, office in your own home where you're already seeing clients or patients every single day. So we are working on that now. I just got in the mail the other day the print book edition of Practitioner Handbook Certification. And so it's about a 45-page book that we worked on for quite some time. And it turned out to be fabulous. So we're excited about that as well. So no worries. But anyway, reach out to us when you can. And if you've got a question, please call in. And again, Reverend Tiffany, if you're there, I just want to at least say hi to you and see how you're doing as well. And Deb were to call in, we will take that as well. And she knows the number. So anyway, give us a call and certainly is 713. Press 1 if you'd like to get a message, and also a healing. So we'll open up the calls also, Reverend Tiffany, for anybody that might be interested in a healing as well. Because I heal my voice right now. Boom. There we go. I'm changing it as we speak. That's so funny. All right. So we'll see who else is on the line, and we will take messages. We'll go ahead and do any readings or any healings you might be interested in having. So if you want to raise your hand now, again, you want to press 1. Reverend Tiffany will let me know so that we can go from there. Excuse me. And again, my website, of course, is jimmymackhealing.com, so reach out to us there as well. And we do in-person healings, of course. We do phone all over the 48 states, and then Skype worldwide. 443 is our first caller, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. How are you today?
Hello.
Hi. How are you, love?
I was talking to myself when I was muted.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Good, thank you. Yeah. What's going on, love?
I want to know about this guy in my office.
Okay. What's the situation with that?
He never acknowledges me. He's like my backup, and he'll never put
Okay.
us out of office with my name on. And then something was sent on a couple of weeks ago, and he never CC'd me on it. And I just think there's something going on. I don't know what it is with him, but.
Well, I mean, certainly it has an undermining feel to it. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah. And so
is it me? Is it me or him?
it doesn't test as you. It does test as him when I ask Spirit. And really it tests as somebody that is, they're just showing me the, typical business corporate ladder, if you will. And it's almost like he's going to spun your head and anybody else that's in his way to motivate or move himself up, if that makes sense.
Mhm. He's very arrogant.
Yeah, he shows up as it's almost like somebody who is, I want to say, really discourteous or, flippant, they're telling me. It's always in words I would never use. That's how I know it's Spirit. He actually shows up as very much not just egotistical, but rather, and I don't know him, and, it's no judgment, but he definitely shows up as a person who is, excuse me, the one that can't pass the mirror kind of thing. Narcissistic, really. So he's beyond arrogant. He's like oblivious to, other people and their feelings and that sort of thing. So he's more narcissistic than you know.
I'm not surprised.
So,
I'm not surprised.
yeah, kind of interesting. So I probably would watch my back on all that, if you know what I'm saying. And I certainly wouldn't possible for you to not have him send out stuff, CC-wise without you on it, that sort of thing, then that's fine. And if it's possible to have a situation where you could actually password your computer and that sort of thing, I'd probably be doing that as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, that I do. But I'm going to tell my boss that I'm done with him today because I can't deal with him anymore. So.
Well, I would, and as opposed to throwing him under the bus, what they're really saying do is I would go in there under the guise of, hey, and instead of, you would just be another person complaining, Kathy, if you go in there and start saying what an idiot he is. But I would say I would come at it from saying to your boss, can you help or contribute to this for me? I'm in a quandary. I'm in a situation. I really need your advice and your input. And if you come at it from that situation, your boss is going to fall all over themselves to basically, come in and figure out, you want to leave that meeting with your boss as if he came up with a grand idea of having him, the narcissist, through with your business. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So I don't want you to, you just don't want to be the millionth person that came into his office and started complaining about somebody else, You want to be the person that goes, hey, in order for us to have better productivity, to get things done, to be able to, have better communication amongst all of us, here's what I'm faced with, here's what's going on. I really need your input and your ideas and solutions. Like, I just don't know what to do. And I promise you, your boss is going to come to the conclusion of, oh my God, we got to get him off of you. And that's just ridiculous. And you see what I mean? And so it's almost like they're showing me where you want to have your boss fill in the in-between lines. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Do you see,
so that's where you want to do it.
I'd love to retire this year. Do you see it happening?
It is an option for you without question.
Yeah.
Should she work past this year? I don't even get that you should work past this year, by the way. So,
really?
Yeah, I would agree with it. If you financially handle it, honey, I would do it. Let me ask them. I'm asking about the month. It isn't even towards the end of the year, by the way. So it's kind of interesting. May, June, July, August, September. It's more like October-ish. Is that some sort of a commemorative date for you?
No, not really.
Not really? You might check into it. You might be surprised. That might be some date of when you started or could stop, or some exacting date. That may be a possibility for you. Or maybe it's, what it shows up as more than anything? It's almost like you could tell them in October and then ride out the holidays kind of thing. And if they paid you for it and said, have a nice Halloween and here's 2 more months of severance or something like that, then what a dream, right?
Yeah.
So that's where you want to be. Does that make sense? But I feel like that's what they're going to do. But like I said, do not go into your boss and start saying this guy's a narcissist and he's mean and he's arrogant and all that, because it'll just sound like you're complaining about him. You've got to go in there seeking the solution for this problem that is, melding down production, this problem that isn't allowing you to do the best job you could do. And he's going to want to solve that problem for you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just showing me the old joke song is, Papa's come around to Mama's way of thinking. So that's what you got to go in there under and almost, give him little tidbits and let him fill it in. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for calling in, honey. We appreciate it. Reach out anytime. If you're not already on my TGI Wednesday list, it's info@JimmyMackHealing.com, and we'll send you out a bunch of free stuff that you might enjoy. So
I know I still have to read your book yet. I got your book.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you got to get on it. I did a bunch of them too, honey, that are even audio. So if that works better for you. Yeah. Send me an email and I'll send you one of those, because if you're staying too busy to read it, you could always make time to listen to it. Okay?
True. And I have to ride the commuter bus home, so that would be good to do that.
Well, there you go. If you send me an email and just say we spoke on the show today and just send you the audio stuff, I'll do that, honey, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for calling in today. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Hey, our next caller is 810. Hi. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
810. How are you? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Christopher.
Hey, Christopher. What's going on, buddy? How can we help you today?
Well, I did some wrong.
Okay.
I wonder if you could read my future this week. I have important duties.
Okay, you're talking about you did something wrong. What does that mean to you?
It's nothing bad in my eyes nor yours, but the woman I'm with sees it bad.
Okay, I got it. Okay. So I would immediately, as far as the ladies go, I would immediately make reparations. I would ask for forgiveness for that. They're immediately talking to me about Ho'oponopono. If you send me an email, I can send you a link about that. It really goes back to the Hawaiian tradition, and the statement would be from Dr. Lim's original book on all that. It would be, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So I think that's the terms of which you got to come at as far as whatever you've done with her.
Interesting.
Okay? Yeah.
Do you think this relationship is going to last?
I mean, it's up to you. I would certainly clean this part up. Whether you have it last or don't is always going to be a personal opinion. If I ask, is this relationship going to last? Not really. I don't feel like it will. But again, it's up to you. I don't get that it's on your end. It may be at her end. It may not last. So I don't get that it'll be you. It may be at her end that it won't, that she's going to terminate this. So at some point.
So should I call her right now and just dump her?
I would, and just say, again, those are very simple terms. Even if you don't perceive it as something you did wrong, if it's a woman and she thinks you did wrong, then ultimately it's like, you could do a great apology about, I'm sorry if I have offended you in any way. You might even make the statement that you didn't see it as that way, but you certainly want to say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, and that kind of thing. And I don't mean to her, I mean as energetically, and we're doing it now, actually. So point is, you want to make reparations or ask for forgiveness as soon as you possibly can. Do I see it lasting? Not really. You probably don't have about 3 weeks left on this for whatever reason. That's how it tests right now. Again, everything is subject to change, opinion and positionality, I call it. And there are times where, we can end stuff just to end stuff, So you'll always have your opinion, your positionality, and so will she. Does that help? Make sense? Okay. Well, maybe he's calling her right now, Reverend Tiffany. I think he's gone, so there you go. All right. Caller after that's 214. Oh, he is still there. Okay. Well, I can't hear him, so that's all I can do for right now. So thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Hello.
Okay. Hi. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Jimmy. This is Prem from Texas.
Hi. You said, what is your name, honey?
Prem.
Prem? Okay.
Yes.
How are you?
Hi. Doing good. Thank you.
Good. What's going on, honey? What can we help you with today?
Well, I would really love some assistance with bad habits of smoking. And I just feel, it's like every time I quit, I'll do it for a week, me and my husband, and there seems to be this sense of obligation to it. It's like I can't cut that obligation. It's like I'm obligated to the damn thing. Like, even though I feel really good when we both are not smoking, because it drains us and it also affects us sexually. That we'll do good, and then it's like, no, I just need one more, and then it's like, okay, this pack is here, and that's this obligation to finish the whole thing, and the cycle continues.
Right. And when you say that too, by the way, they're totally agreeing with you. There's some bizarre hookup with that application of smoking or an obligation to smoke.
Yes.
You actually go back to 1, 2, 3 lifetimes ago, and you were actually doing tobacco, the crop. So that's what's interesting. So how weird is that?
I had a feeling. Yeah, no,
Isn't that
that's
weird?
so true. Yeah, it is, because I kept getting the feeling it has to do with another lifetime where there was this obligation to it, and I can't get rid of it.
I'm telling you, it's 3 lifetimes ago. Well, let me ask them even the state. Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia. It was in the South. Oh, it's Louisiana. Thank you. Okay, I had to ask them. You were 3 lifetimes ago. You were a man. You were actually in Louisiana, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, growing tobacco. How weird is that, right? So There you go. That's the underlying piece. Go ahead and stand up. Let's get rid of that, okay? Because that is the bizarre missing links, okay? If we can change that, then you have a higher probability of quitting the smoking for good, okay?
Yeah.
So go ahead and standing up, due north, and you can just say that. I feel obligated to tobacco and smoking.
I feel obligated to tobacco and smoking. Yes.
So all we're going to do is release that, resolve it, delete and erase it, disentangle it all out into the void now. And I'm just making my little My Liquid Fish. It's going to pull you straight back and release that all off of you now. You'll feel the wave. It's going to pull you straight back when it leaves.
Yeah. On that.
Yeah. So that's going to give us a higher probability. Addiction is very near and dear to my heart. My brother died from drugs and alcohol overdose. I've worked with Ken Seeley from the Intervention 911 show that's on cable TV. And so I get it. And if you follow up with me, honey, and send me an email, just info@jimmymackhealing.com, I'll send you some things you can read, watch, and listen to that would help you out a great deal for that, okay? Because ultimately, here's the thing on tobacco. It's kind of interesting. And people are, generally, they're hooked to a certain brand, and you almost, if they love or hate menthol, that's what their deal is. So regardless, they have brand loyalty because they're so used to that particular taste. And it's so varied or different. It's almost like chocolate milk versus strawberry milk versus vanilla milk. And if you're used to, let's say, menthol or non-menthol, boy, that's all you want. You test even non-menthol, but it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So the point is, it's one thing if it is, American tobacco, just made by the Indians and it's fully organic and rolled and all that. And we set it on fire, but the problem is this stuff is so beat up by chemicals and pesticides and all that. That's the problem, okay? So it isn't so much tobacco per se, although it's not great. I want you to imagine your lungs really look like wet sponges inside your body. And if you Google images and go, hey, normal, healthy lungs, you can look at pictures of those. Then if you look at smoking lungs, obviously they're filtering out all those impurities. So that's the problem with all that. And here's the other thing that you got to consider, and that is, I want you to imagine the cigarette itself has, let's just say, a dozen different things in it. Formaldehyde, by the way, is one of them. And they could have in there things from the rats that happen to be in the warehouse at the time, the tobacco barn. I mean, it's just amazing the different chemicals and things they'll spray it with. But here's the bottom line, and that is, imagine setting all that on fire. So you might have these 10 chemicals, but if you set it on fire, you end up having like 100 different things, because all those different chemicals blend into one, and then they're heated up, and they actually change the chemistry of what you're smoking. So imagine all that together, and you just got the perfect storm of, oh my God, right? It's not good. And that's part of addiction. It's nicotine. Nicotine's a rough addiction, just like alcohol or drugs or porn or gambling or anything else. It's all about addiction. So I'm not big on quitting anything cold turkey, but I would tell you you guys really want to cut down. So, if you're doing 20 a day, next day I'd go 19, 18, 17 all the way down, and then get to where you could have a cigarette after every meal, that kind of thing. I get it. It's satisfying. It's like a coffee or a tea, and I totally get it. So, but that's where you want to do what you want to do. You want to slowly wean off of those things as opposed to entirely. Does that make sense?
Yes, very much.
Yeah. So that's what I'd recommend, honey. And if you send me an email, info@jimmymackhealing.com, I'm so into helping and contributing folks with addiction. I will send out to you my addiction audio MP3, okay? And it's like a $50, $60, $70 piece, and it's about 30 minutes long. Took over a year to create. I'm going to give that to you for free, even if your husband isn't on board. Our kind of woo-woo.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Okay.
In fact,
he's
usually the first one to say, okay, let's not do it, for a week and then go from there. And he started again today, so I was like, yes, I'm going to be on board, and I want to be a part of his inspiration to do it.
Oh, good. Well, then you could both listen to this, and it would really, really, really help you a lot. You're going to want to listen to it more than once, obviously, and I think that is going to help free up some of that stuff. Again, the work we did today is a dream because, you actually brought it up after I did, which is, there's some just super bizarro connection between you and tobacco. And that's what it is. It's 3 lifetimes ago. You were actually a man. And, listen, some people don't even believe in past lives. I love that you only live once theory or T-shirt or whatever. Boy, are they in for a shock. I was gone on the table, and boy, do you go up into the cosmic soup. It looks like the Hubble Space Telescope picture of deep inner space. That's the stuff I'm going up into. So if you think you only got one life, are you in for a wild ride? But one of the great movies, and none of his movies are really bad, but Tom Hanks did a movie called Cloud Atlas, and everybody needs to watch that. Yeah. So you get it. So in that movie, he was 5 different lifetimes, and he was like an abolitionist, he was a physician, he was a killer, he was an outer space guy, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's just, maddening the stuff that goes on. So, it's all good. You want to slowly wean off this thing, like I said, and let's see what happens now, honey. But send me an email, info@jimmymackhealing.com. I will send you help on the addiction piece, and I'll send it to you for free, okay?
Thank you so much. Very sweet of you.
You're welcome. All right, love. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Bye-bye. You too.
Bye-bye. Hey, 727 is our next caller. I know that area code. What's your name?
Hey, it's Sarah. I know I'm seeing you later today, but I figured it couldn't hurt to call in now.
Oh, it can only help you, love. Yeah, you're seeing me later today. You saw me yesterday. It's all good. We were jam-packed over in Tampa Town, and that was a dream. So always enjoy seeing my little friend, my little acupuncturist friend over there. She's kind enough to open up a little room for me to at least do readings for folks and intuitive healings and that sort of thing from across the room. So what a dream. How are you, love? What's going on? Comes in waves. I know you're going through grieving and that sort of thing. It comes in waves.
Pictures today for the memorial, and I got to get them in my computer and somehow figure out how to put music behind it. And if someone told me PowerPoint, I can do that. I'm going to figure that out.
You can, yeah. If money were no object, I would hook you up with my youngest son. He does that sort of thing. If you saw the one he did for the Easter Bunny or any of the other things, wow, what a dream.
I'm on a limited time. I got to get it done to go out the door with.
Yeah, no, I understand. So, well, we're going to say prayers that comes together for you too. Part of the grief process for all of us, and I've been through it, and anybody that hasn't been through it, they just haven't lived long enough yet, is that it does come in waves. You're going to have days where you're happy and laughing like an idiot for no reason. Other days you're crying or maybe sleeping in bed and you don't even want to get out of bed kind of thing, although you have to with small young children.
I have hours where I'm fine, and then all of a sudden it's like I can't stop shaking today. I haven't even had much caffeine, and I'm just a shaking leaf today.
Stand up. Let's rock that out. Change that, love.
Yeah.
So due north. Yep. Yeah. Just own it. Say, I am shaking.
Yeah,
See
like
if you
even
go
my legs
forward,
are
back,
shaky.
or in
I feel like
between.
I did on Saturday after I saw her.
And we'll see if you go forward, back, or in between on I'm shaking.
No, swing me forward.
Yep. So let's release it, resolve it, have her learn all the lessons she needed to from it, release her from the service to it. Pull her straight back when you've released it.
Still pulling me forward.
Yep. Just going to grab that, and it's going to release it. We're finding different little spots where it is. Again, all part of the grieving process. And generally, you'll have shock and awe in all this. You actually have awe, drama, trauma, mystery, intrigue, chaos, and upsets. Believe, think, know, and feel. You have feelings of upsets and awe that all this is going on. You border on shock right now, by the way, so we're going to release all that.
Probably. The way
Yep.
it went down.
It's going to pull you straight back. Yeah, and it doesn't mean it's clinical shock, but it's shock of, I'm stuck in this bounds of what's happening, you know. Yeah. And so it's going to pull you straight back when Spirit releases that for you. Here we go.
Big one.
And you'll feel that wave. And then it's going to let go. You get too that Mom's definitely in that cosmic suit part. She definitely is watching over you guys. It isn't so much you guys, they're saying. She isn't concerned about you, by the way. She's all about those kids. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, my one son scored his first run yesterday in baseball last night, and I was like, see, buddy, Granny'd be so proud of you, you know?
Yeah. Trust me, Granny tell you she was in the bleachers.
Yeah.
Watching. Yeah, they say, well, from above anyway. The higher up bleachers. I love it. So,
yeah, it pulled me back.
Yeah, and yeah, it's funny. They're just saying basically she isn't concerned about you at all. She just said you're a survivor and a trooper. It's like you just go, 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 no matter what, and you just got to keep getting up and going no matter what, because you're the mom, of course, and you're the glue holding it all together, and it's exhausting and exasperating and all that. But you know, they're just showing me the Energizer Bunny, and you just keep going. That's all I know to do too. I'm the same way. Just keep going, girl. So let me know when that releases for you. It should pull you straight back into the void. And it feels like the deep morass. And again, it isn't guilt or shame, by the way. It's just sitting with it. It's a really dark heaviness. And we're deleting that too. There you go. And it'll drop you off in neutrality once that's gone.
Yeah, my legs aren't shaking anymore. Kind of funky.
Good. Hey, we love that. That's a change, and that's different, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, love. Well, I will see you guys later today.
Yep, I'll text you when we're on the way. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks for calling in, honey.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, 516, you're our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name's Randy. I'm calling from Colorado.
Hey, Randy, how are you?
Good. So it says you're a medical intuitive, so I thought I would ask you a medical type question. I know you're not a doctor, but I thought I'd ask.
Correct.
I've been having severe pain on my the back of my head, down my neck, like migraine, but it's in the back of my head. And I'm just wondering, I'm feeling better.
Did you get checked out at all? Yeah.
Did I what?
Did you get checked out at all? Have you had an exam, an MRI, any of that?
Not yet, but because I'm not my insurance doesn't kick in until Monday.
Okay. Yeah. So I definitely would do that. It doesn't feel like the head as much as your neck is out. So
that's
it
what
feels like
I was
a neck.
I was thinking.
Yeah, and and so I'm just telling you what they're whispering to me. It is not a head thing, it's a neck thing. So when I ask head thing, it's no, yes. So towards the top, the occiput there, 1, 2, it's about 3 discs down, if that helps you. And I don't get that that's herniated per se, but it feels kind of like a little pinched disc in there. And
God,
I feel like a good cut. Yeah, there you go.
I'm a medical medium. I am a healer, but
there you go. Congratulations.
That's what I was looking up too. So
yeah. And again, I'm in no way reading your thoughts about it. I'm telling you what my people are telling me. So you definitely are already intuitive enough to pick up on that. Then, that's a dream. But that's really what you got going on. I don't get that the MDs are going to help you at all with that kind of thing. I would find the nearest, dearest, probably the oldest practicing chiropractor in your area, and they will snap and crack your neck all up. You will walk out of there, chances are, feeling a whole lot better.
Okay.
So,
Thank you so much.
And absolutely. And again, I'm big on, the really sweet ones are not going to say, hey, you need to see me twice a week till the end of time. They're going to go, hey, come back whenever it works for you, Randy, but you should be good to go, that kind of thing. If you want to stand up, I'll have you feel the energy real quick. And if you want to stand up, go ahead and stand up, face due north. It's strong mountain pose in yoga. You want your feet about hip width apart. Pull you forward for yes, push you backwards for no. And if you just go ahead and take one, maybe your index finger or your 2 or 3 fingers, and you can put it on that part of your neck. Right now, I'm going to pull you forward for that when we find that spot. And it's going to feel like a pull forward.
Well, no, but I'm sure it's working.
All right. All right, go ahead. Do this, honey. If you're standing there due north and you got your feet about hip width apart, okay? It should pull you forward for yes and push you backwards for no. Go ahead and say, my name is Randy, and you should feel a drift forward right now when you say it. Go ahead and say that.
My name is Randy. Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay, and if you say, my name is Nemo the fish, you're going to feel the pull backwards.
Cool.
All right, so now I want you to take one hand, doesn't matter which one, place that on the back of your neck, and it really shows up as a weakness. It's going to drop you backwards. Feel that? And we're going to release that, disentangle it, uncollapse it, take it all out into the void now. And we're going to strengthen it for you. It's going to pull you straight forward now. And you're going to feel kind of a little wave there, and all of a sudden it'll bring you forward. Feel it?
Yeah.
Love it.
Thank you.
So that's really, you're welcome, love. Yeah, reach out to me, info@jimmymackhealing.com. I'll be glad to send you more information. It's all free, love, and it's all audios and ebooks and video and things that can only help improve your life, okay? But as quick as you get your little insurance and that sort of thing, definitely would go ahead and I'd see the nearest chiropractor. I probably wouldn't even wait on the insurance, if you know what I'm saying. So let's find somebody local. There's actually somebody, local next to you, about 3 miles more southeast of you. Somewhere east of you, about 3 miles, you're going to find a really nice chiropractor that will get you fixed up. Okay, love?
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Awesome. Bye-bye. Okay. Yes, bye-bye. 520, you're our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, good morning. My name's Christina, and I'm calling from Arizona.
Hey, Christina, how are you today?
I am well.
Good. What's going on, love?
I was wondering if you were connecting to people on the other side.
Sure. What do you got going on?
Okay. I was just wondering. My brother-in-law passed away like 3 years ago, and I just found out. So I was just wondering if he had any messages for me, because he is the one that let me know.
Oh, he's the one that came to you and let you know?
Yeah, I didn't even know, and he just whispered in my ear, and I looked it up, and sure enough, he had passed away. So I'm like, is there a message for me? And
well,
let's
let's go even deeper than that. So we're not all vanilla ice cream. What do you got going on in your life? What would you like to change? And that's what we'll tap into. Can be health or relationships, money, career. What's going on?
I guess career. I'm trying to change that.
Okay.
And not for
and
the,
what do
not
you,
for the money, for the physical being. You know.
Okay. So what are you doing now? What would you like to do?
Okay, I am doing housekeeping, and I would like to work in an office.
Okay. So that test's really good for you, they're saying, and it is north, south, east, west of you. There's something about 4 miles west of you where you live. So that's kind of interesting in that particular area. Yep. And I also see for you, it almost tests like an accounting kind of thing or some sort of bookkeeping is immediately what they're talking about comes through for you. So anything that is maybe an accounting firm, even if you did part-time, doesn't matter about, you might want to keep some of your better cleaning clients, that sort of thing. But I understand the physical labor part of all that. And I feel like that about 4 miles west of you, there's going to be some accounting or a bookkeeping place that would end up needing not even full-time, but part-time help so that you could at least get out of the heat and, do something there. It tests even as afternoon, some sort of bookkeeping. And there's even some sort of strip mall they're showing me. Yeah, there's a strip mall they're showing me. Doesn't have to be an actual bookkeeper per se. It could be something like even a little, woodworking cabinet shop where you could end up doing, let's say, a little customer service office type of work and, build into that from there, calling people back, getting their credit card information, that sort of thing, and putting it into the computer. Does that make sense in a weird way?
Yeah, it does. And I love your voice, by the way. It's so soothing.
Oh, well, thank you, love. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, my girlfriend will roll her eyes right now and go, yeah, you just think you're so cool, don't you? So it's funny.
Well, we don't want you to get a big head, that's all.
Exactly. No, I promise you, I lost ego about a decade ago. So,
well, that's
but thank you for that.
I'm proud of you because that's hard to do. That's very hard to do.
Yeah. And but yeah, check that out. And like I said, they don't. Certainly he's at rest. He's at peace. He shows up in the deep morass, the deep abyss, if you will. It looks like the Hubble Space Telescope pictures of deep inner space to me. That's certainly what he's gone up into. He does show up for you now more as sort of a guide than ever before. And it's almost like they assigned him 5 different people to kind of look out over. So you being one of them. So isn't that interesting? And they're immediately saying he's going to be more use to you now than he ever was, in the physical form. How cool is that?
That is super cool because I've been talking to him like crazy.
Okay, there you go. And like I said, and I don't know that. I'm telling you what they're saying, but it's like he got assigned 5 different people to look over, and he is now just a full-blown guide and a source of inspiration for you. Again, more so now than when he was, incarnate on this earth plane. So isn't that cool?
It is.
Love it.
Oh,
yeah,
so
love it.
Knowing that.
I love that.
I do too. I'm like, yay.
That's awesome. Well, follow up with me, love. Send me an email. It's info@jimmymackhealing.com. and I'll be glad to send you out all kinds of stuff. It's all free, and there's audio in there and ebooks and video and other shows I've done and things that will really inspire you and actually increase your intuition just by watching those things. So that can only help you. Okay?
Okay, thank you, and have a blessed day.
Awesome. You too. Thanks for calling in, love.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. Hey, our next caller is 281. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, hi, Jimmy. This is Krista. I'm calling from Texas.
Hi, Krista. What's going on, love?
Hi. Well, it's an honor to be on your show. Thank you for taking my call, first of all.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for holding.
Thank you. Well, there's a lot going on right now, but the main thing is I just don't feel myself right now. Normally I can, tune into myself and use my intuition to help guide me through the things that I'm going through right now, but right now I'm just not feeling it. And I'm wondering if you can assist me with that.
Absolutely. Are you able to stand up right now, face due north?
Yeah, I'm going to get out of my car. Is that all right?
Yes, that's what I thought you were. There you go. That's what I thought.
Okay, so, here I am. I can get out.
That's great. Yep, face due north. Sun comes up in the east. Turn to the left. You want to be in strong mountain pose in yoga. Your feet are about hip width apart.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Awesome. And just say, my name is Krista, and you should feel the pull forward for yes.
My name is Krista. I feel it.
Awesome. There you go. And if you say, my name is Nemo the fish, it'll pull you backwards.
My name is Nemo. Okay. Yep. I didn't even finish that one.
That's okay. That's us just tapping into you. So go ahead and say, it's safe and comfortable for me to feel myself and be fully present.
It's safe and comfortable for me to feel myself and be fully present. I pulled back even before.
Yeah. Before you finish. So we're going to release whatever's blocking you from that, disentangle it, uncollapse it, release and resolve it into the void. It's going to pull you straight forward when it shifts to yes, and you'll feel it.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That was a lot faster than I thought it would take.
Yep. And it's going to bring you back to neutral once it's done.
Okay.
There you go. So I would just hyper jump for you to it's safe and comfortable to hear the whispers of intuition and spirit, and see if you go forward, back, or in between.
It's safe and comfortable for me. Say that again, please.
Sure. Yeah, they hear me, so it's okay. I'll just say it for you, and we'll see if you go forward, back, or in between. It's safe and comfortable for her to hear the whispers of intuition and get messages from spirit and follow divine now.
I'm feeling a strong, I'm feeling a strong pull, yes.
Yeah, forward to yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's going to fill you up, and that's us filling you up with it, and it's going to bring you back to neutral once it's done.
It's a lot.
It is. You're kind of off base, if you know what I mean. So we're putting you back in your body, making it safe and comfortable for you to be fully present in your body. Your energy also tested is reversed, and so we flip that around, and you're going direct now. That's going to make a huge difference in how you feel. They're just saying you felt scattered, torn, and torn. You were stuck in almost overwhelm and fight or flight. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so they said you bordered on frantic. It's always words I would never use. So you were almost driving around frantic. So there you go. That is kind of funny, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But that's going to be a whole lot better now. And let's just give her to believe, think, know, and feel, to be ready, willing, and able to know when, where, how, and why, to feel fully centered and grounded in body, mind, and spirit here and now. It's going to pull you forward.
Yes.
There you go. It'll bring you back to neutral once it's filled up. There it is.
Okay. Yeah.
I love it. Fantastic.
Okay.
How do you feel, love?
Good. I feel better. I feel like things are brighter right now.
I love that. We'll take that.
Better.
That's all great. Yeah. Well, you reach out to me, honey. I'll send you a bunch of free things. There's ebooks and audios and videos and all kinds of things that would really help you with your intuition, staying on track. Just reach out, info@jimmymackhealing.com. And we do a little weekly newsletter. It's got in there audios, videos, all sorts of things that would keep you on track, and affirmations, encouragement, that sort of thing. It's all free. Okay?
Wonderful. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, love. Thanks for calling in. Have a great one.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Hey, we're cranking it up, folks. 847 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Jimmy. This is Uma. I'm calling from Illinois.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. How do you pronounce your name?
Uma, U-M-A.
Uma. Okay, you got it. All right, love. What's going on with you? I'm just saying it out loud to spirit when you say it. So go ahead. And what's happening with you? How can we help you?
I'm focusing on a career change, Jimmy. At the same time, my younger son is also having some sickness going on. Like he has been having health issues. So I'm trying to find a balance, how to get some help for him so that I can focus more on the career change.
Okay, your career change. I got it. Versus, and who is it that's ill or sick?
That's my son, Vishvesh.
Son. Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and stand up, face due north. Sun comes up in the east, turn to the left. And if you're in strong mountain pose in yoga, you want about a foot in between your feet. And if you just say, my name is Uma, it'll pull you forward for yes.
Yes.
And if you say, my name is Nemo the fish, it'll pull you backwards.
It pulls me backwards. Uh-huh.
I love it. Okay. And I'm saying it, and you're getting pulled around the room. What's not to love? So let's work on your son real quick. And obviously, it's my radio show, so it's going to be a lot briefer than if we were to do a session in person or on the phone or Skype worldwide. But let's just go ahead and have you think about for a minute about his illness, disease, disorder, everything that he has going on. That's showing up as a real weakness right now for you, and it's feels like an imposition of your time, inability to move forward in life. Does that make sense? It's going to drop you backwards as a weakness. Feel the drop back.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And we're going to release that, resolve it, have them both learn all the lessons they needed to from it, release them from the service to it, take it all out into the void. Thank you. And it's going to pull you forward when we strengthen all that for you and him both.
Yes.
There you go. Make sense?
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yes, love. Yeah, reach out anytime. info@jimmymackhealing.com, and I'll help you any way I can, okay?
Awesome. I'll do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. Thanks for calling in. Have a great day. We'll keep him in our prayers, too, okay?
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Awesome. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, folks, that's all the time we got today. I sure appreciate so many folks being on hold and so many people still on hold, of course, to ask questions of spirit and get healings. Gosh, we love you guys. This is really our form of service and being of help and contribution to the world, and we're so glad you're here. Reach out to us. It's info@jimmymackhealing.com. If you just send us a little email, we'll certainly follow up with you. Again, there'll be ebooks in there, audios, videos, all kinds of free stuff. And we want to help you and contribute to you all we can. And that's what we're all about. So I'm wishing as you hear this now that the rest of your life will be the best of your life and make progress every day. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Daddy, where do babies come from?
Honey?
Mommy went to the store.
Oh, well, you see, there's a mommy and a daddy, right?
Right.
And see, when they call Geico, they could save a bunch of money on car insurance.
Oh, really? And that makes them happy?
Yes, that makes them very happy.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we could have this talk, Sunshine.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.